thanks for reaching out. I wanted to show you a couple of things because I'm not sure, are you looking for scholarly evidence or are you looking for evidence of things that have happened in our society or in other places? I could show you both. So the first one, I would say, I've learned this thing called a contextual search, which is where you put the context first and then a colon and then what you're searching for. So let's do college students, and I'll do food pantry. So we're looking in the context of things talking about college students. I guess we could flip-flop these around too. So like the basic needs shows up, but actually both of the websites that you talked about. But then there might be some like bigger non-government organizations. And so what I would recommend is go to these and see what they're talking about. Typically, they're going to be speaking to their constituents and their funders, as well as for students. So let's go to Utahns Against Hunger. Here's one. Our work, advocacy. There's different contexts, presentations and training. Isn't that cool? Let's look at advocacy. Hello, so they meet with Congress, lobby. Oh, here we go. Here's another one that another link. Ooh, federal nutrition programs. So that'll give us like another thing that we could search for. Federal nutrition programs, colon, college students. Snap. So the USDA does one. The cool thing is the farther up the chain you get to the federal stuff, the more of these great keywords that they'll use. So like eligibility, like specific criteria, like income limits, state residency. There's all sorts of different things like that. They use like higher education. So what do we do when we want to find scholarly stuff? So this would be good for a lot of stories and keywords. But when we go to the scholarly stuff, I'll do, like what we could do is go to the catalog like we had done before. But let's go to a specific database in the research guide. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Social work. And I'll go to that PhD and master's help. So from this one, so again, we're getting keywords. You could get those from here, or here's that contextual search again. What I would recommend, what I would recommend is for your presentation or paper or your research, whatever you're researching for, you're going to be looking at this from a variety of perspectives. So psychology might be like what it means to be underfed or malnourished or in a food desert. Sociological abstracts would look at like the bigger impact on society or observations of populations. Public policy, let me show you that one. But I would try some searches in all these databases to see if you get different angles of what you're looking at. So PAIS is public policy. This is like funding. So I'm going to do basic needs or food insecurity or, I don't know if I would put poverty in this one quite yet because it's like access to food. Or basic needs. I guess I could put in poverty. Let's start with that. And then I'll do, instead of college student, I think we could just do college or higher education, because I think it's inferred that if somebody is suffering from food insecurity, it's likely a student. College or higher education or university. And then let's look in the last 3 years. That's handy. Make sure it's peer-reviewed. And we want to see what's going on right now. And what the PAIS will show us. Good Lord, there's 1,700. Let me go back. I can't remember if I did this in class, but if you find too many, you can narrow it down to just like the abstract or the document title. I'm going to go straight for the title. So instead of looking everywhere, it has to be the main topic. One. Let me go back. Sorry. Oh, now it's choking. I would look on the abstract. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay, on this one I'm just going to do the abstract. So that's like, it's halfway between the title and searching everything. There we go, 10. So you're going to get people who are looking at like scholarly access, sugar sweetened beverage consumption. So there's like bad nutrition, health justice, timely, oh, this one looks pretty good. I'm going to open up a couple. Sustainability evolved, but students fell behind. Safety nets. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Actions to support local charitable organizations. What you would do is, in your mind, you already have put together like the framework of the paper. This is where you'd be looking for things that you think are going to support what you want to say. So you're not going grabbing stuff at random, but you're just like, oh, that looks good. And then you'd grab it. Oh, cool. It's like a case study. A city bus converted into a grocery store. What a dream. If that one looks really good, you can grab the citation. But let's take our keywords. And if you wanted to see what it looks like all strung out into a search term, you could do it this way. So let's go to a different database. Let's try PsycInfo, which would be looking at like mental health, right? And use those same keywords. Using instructional technology to reduce waste and student food insecurity. I would not have picked that for like psychology. Journal of College Health, so it's like health promotion. Let's try a different database. Let's try education full text. So this is mostly like kindergarten through high school, but it might have some higher ed. Oh, might not. But in this one, you could narrow it down to just the concept itself. And you'll get all sorts of different case studies and applied ideas of what you're looking at. Does this help? Is this what you were looking for? This is kind of the way that I would go about it. Also, I don't think I had time to show you this in class. If you go to Scopus, if you want to find the article that talks about food insecurity the first time, let's see, article title. Food insecurity. If you want to find the one that talked about it first, if you look in the title and you sort in Scopus by the cited by the highest, it's likely that this one that was published in 2009 might have been one of the first to use that term, because it looks like all the articles happen after that. Food insecurity affects school children's academic performance. So even if this isn't college students, you can see that since this was written, it's been cited so many times that it's just like a hugely impactful article. Okay, let me know how it goes. This is like a great topic, but it looks like there's lots written about it. So you should be able to pick something that supports every little nuance of your argument.